Hi, my name is Adam. I'm a performance coach here at Shift, and today I'm going to outline some of the important components to a session that we use here at Shift, and why things are important and why we do them here. Okay. So I have one of my personal training clients here, Jane. The first thing that we like to do here with any session, not just with Jane, is we start with some soft tissue work. So Jane's using the foam roller here to roll out certain components of her body. So right now she's focusing on her quads. And she's essentially using the roller like a rolling pin. She's searching for spots on her body or on her quad specifically that are a little bit more tender, so that she can roll them out and literally untie the knots that are in those muscles. The reason why we do this is for overall injury prevention, in that we are preparing the muscles for the actual workout that's going to happen. Now she's rolling over onto her side, onto her IT band. So again, there's many areas that you can do, but again, what's going to happen is she's just trying to loosen up the muscle and the tissue so that when we get to the actual workout, the muscle is going to move and work better. Again, we do this at the start of the workout usually, because it's a good time for us to discuss what's going to happen during the session for today. But as well, it's going to help improve some of the areas that she may need to work on, or again, just to maintain certain areas of your body that may seem stiff or tight. But again, the overall kind of reason why we do it before the workout is to prepare ourselves for the workout that's about to come. So next we're going to start with our, after we've rolled out our some of the important areas of our body, we're going to do a dynamic warm-up. So what's important here at Shift is that we have some space to actually move as we warm up, which is really important. Okay? So again, the important thing about dynamic warm-up is that we're trying to increase the heart rate and blood flow to the muscles we are going to be working, which is going to be the entire body. And then from there we get into a series of dynamic stretches. Okay. So again, dynamic means movement. So again, this is going to be warming up through movement. Okay. And some of the drills that we're going to be working on will focus on balance, coordination, range of motion. But again, the entire goal here is to get the heart rate up, get some blood flow to the working muscles, okay? And again, prepare ourselves for the workout that's about to come. Okay, so now that we've done our foam rolling and soft tissue work, and then did our warm-up, our dynamic warm-up, we're going to move into our strength component next. Okay, so we usually set up our strength in circuits, so that we're doing more than one exercise at once. Okay, so Jane here is doing her trap bar deadlift for reps. So as soon as she's done her trap bar deadlift, she's going to move on to just a body weight push-up on the floor. Again, so we've paired a lower body exercise with an upper body exercise. Okay, and what's really important about our strength work here is that we really educate and teach you how to do things properly. Okay. Above all, things are supposed to be done properly, so we're trying to teach you how to do that. And then also she's going to be doing a hip flexor stretch. So this is like her active recovery component, the third part of our strength circuit. So she's doing 2 exercises and then also a stretch as well. It's going to help her hip mobility. Okay, and then this gives her a chance to rest before she gets into the next round. After Jane's done the 3 exercises, she kind of gives herself a little bit of a break and then jumps back into another circuit, so that there's very little time standing around. She's actually doing a lot of work over the time that she's here. Again, reviewing that we got the lower body exercise paired with the upper body exercise, and then the mobility exercise with the stretch. Our strength work is usually 65 to 70% of our workouts, so we're spending most of our time doing the strength after we do the rolling and the dynamic work. The reason why we do the circuit training is that they're getting more out of their time here, so that there's not a lot of time for them standing around. And then again, we think it's just good for like work capacity, so that the more they're able to do, they're developing how much they can do during the workout. And then it comes down to things like body composition, so that if they're constantly moving, they're burning more calories. But again, it's just so that they're getting the most out of their workout here. They're not standing around. The only time they really should be standing around is when we're teaching them what the exercise is and why they're doing it. So now that we've finished our strength work, we're now going to move on to the metabolic component, or conditioning component, which is usually the very last thing that you'll do here in your session. So Jane here is pushing the prowler. It's just one tool that we like to use. You can load it up pretty heavy, or you can keep it a little bit lighter and push it faster. And then depending on who we're working with, we may be able to pair in some sprints or some core work. But again, the idea is just to make something that's pretty challenging for someone to have to earn their way to get out of here. Okay, so it's one of those usually some exercises that are going to make you work pretty hard at the end of the workout. So it's going to be to improve your conditioning and overall body composition. So just to review the overall session flow that we did here. So we started with our soft tissue foam rolling. We did our dynamic warm-up. So again, those two are vital to the safety of our clients here. So again, we're trying to educate you on how best to prepare yourself to work out. Then we got into our strength work, again, usually circuit format, so that we can keep you moving, aside from when we're actually teaching you the exercises. And then we finish with our metabolic or conditioning component. So again, we really want you, when you're here, to work really hard. And if you show up and go through what you show you how to do, you'll get results, because that's what it takes. If you can invest in yourself and show up here, then you will get results.